Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rec Talk. Today, our special guest is Dude,
I'm Dude.
Rec Room creator, verified partner, verified. What do you do, sir?
Well, I post on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I post my random shorts. It's mainly shorts. I don't really do long form content, but I do want to do more long form. As some of you may know, I do my avatar rating series where I rate people's Rec Room avatars 1 through 10. People leave their leave their usernames in the comments. Then in the following episodes, I might rate their avatar. But I get a lot of comments, and a lot of people get angry that I don't rate their avatar. But I get hundreds of comments, so it's kind of hard to get. About to reach part 50, and I'm dreading part 50.
Why?
I told my viewers for part 50, I'll be rating 50 avatars in one episode, so it's gonna take a lot of time.
That's a long form right there. I don't.
That could be a long form, but I think I want to make it shorts because all of them are shorts, and I think it just makes sense to have them in shorts. I think doing 50 in one episode, as long as I'm not giving some sort of like criticism on the outfit or what they could improve, I think if I just keep it to their name and the rating, I could probably get it done within like, I don't know, 3 minutes or something like that.
I guess that's the limit.
I think every episode I do about 10 or like between 7 and 10 ratings per. It really depends how I'm feeling I'm doing it. But yeah.
That seems like a very successful format because
it's been doing well. It's done so well to the point where I've started to see other Rec Room content creators, specifically on TikTok, have made like their own rating series. I think there's a few people, can't remember their names, but they know who they are if they're watching. It's like a good 4 or 5 people who started doing it. I think a lot of people stopped. They like did a few episodes and they stopped. But I think there's a few people who are carrying on that trend. So
what gave you the signal to like do that? Did you just come up with the idea and then do it over and over again, or was there one that was very successful?
Was in my head. I was thinking because I was like, that was kind of where I started with Rec Room content. I did a bit of Rec Room content like a bit before that, but I only started doing the avatar rating series since like the beginning of this year. Like what pushed me to do it was partly because I wanted to do something unique, because I think that's kind of because my goal was to try and become video partner, which thankfully I managed to reach
crushed
it. Yeah, crushed it. And I was thinking like, what can I do that no one else has really like done yet? Like everyone does skits, everyone does like all these different things, and I feel like the rating thing, like rating someone's Rec Room avatar was quite a good choice in the way of I've seen people do the same with Roblox. I saw that Skull on his Roblox channel, he would post like rating people's Roblox avatars. I'm like, what if I just do that in Rec Room? And like it did well. It still does well. I think because I'm doing so many parts now, I think some people just kind of give up on commenting the username. They're just like, this guy's never rating my avatar. So
do you add the people?
But it still does. I still have quite a lot of the people who I can. Like I still get enough comments to the point where I can probably go on until like part 100 probably. I think I can do that. Yeah.
You think 100 would be enough, or do you think you would just?
I think 100 would be the stopping point, mate. I think at 100, I think I would stop then. I would have to think of like some sort of other rating series, whether I go to people's rooms that they've made, but then I'm like, I don't know, maybe. Or featured rooms, maybe. I think featured rooms could be a really good one, because that way people might want to visit the rooms and like check them out. I could obviously give like a brief summary of what I think of that featured room, and I don't know. Yeah, I need to think of what other kind of series I could do, because I think once it gets to part 100, it's
more time consuming.
I'm dragging it. It could be, but I think I don't know. I've not fully thought about it yet, because I don't know how those types of videos would do. But yeah, I'm already halfway there on the rating avatar. So I still got like, I've probably be done by it probably around this time next year, I can imagine. Sort of. I don't know. I've been posting them like less consistently.
Yeah.
But like at the start of this year, I was doing a lot of them.
There were
a lot. There's just one big like, you can scroll through my TikTok and there's just one big chunk of just rating your Rec Room avatars, blah blah blah. Just like so many parts of it.
One of the things I've wanted was on TikTok. Once you hit 10,000, you get like playlists. You can make playlists. And so that was one thing I was working toward, was like, can I get 10,000 so that I can put all my like circuit tip things into a playlist? I can put all my.
I didn't realize that was. I didn't even know of that. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know of a playlist.
I think you're at 11. I think
I'm at 11K. So yeah, I should probably.
You should be able to
find that after this.
And then maybe people can just go, "Oh, I'm interested in the rating," because it'll pop up there at the top of your, when they go to your page, your TikTok page.
Yeah,
at the top it'll be like, "There's your playlist." So then you can be like, "Oh, I like all the rating your avatar. Let me binge watch all of them." You know.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good way for people to find to see if their avatar has been rated or whatever. Because I think a lot of
That's
people
true.
there'll be some people who still comment their username even after I've rated their avatar, and I would be like, "Oh, go check out this part because you're in this part or whatever." So it's
Well, I was saying, do
yeah,
you
that's
at
cool.
them like at so and so
I
like
don't I
on
don't
the
at
part?
them. I just say their names in the video, show their out like I'll show their avatar and read out their name. And usually like people see that and they're like, "Oh, thank you for rating my avatar," or "Why would you give me a 3 out of 10?" or something like just silly comments like that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's an
There's been
easy
people come up to
format,
me in game too, being like, "Why did you rate my avatar only like a 2 out of 10?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, man. That's
bro.
just
It's
how I. That's just
just
my opinion. If you like your
subjective
outfit, you
opinion,
like
bro.
your outfit."
That's what it
Exactly.
is. Why do you think that one making matcha random TikTok, the one that's got like 30,000 recently
Wait,
on
what?
shorts? You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
Or have
I've
you not
heard of
looked
the
at it?
whole matcha thing.
No, no,
I don't
no, no, no.
understand it.
It's your
I think I've heard.
video.
No,
It's your video.
it's oh the. I understand now. I
Why do
understand.
you
Okay, okay.
think
The
that
mochi
one
thing.
did well?
Yeah,
Why do
yeah.
you think that one did well?
The main reason. So it was actually funny because I made the video before I started like noticed this one thing. But when it comes to shorts, it's the same sounds. Every time I scroll through shorts, it's usually the same sounds over and over again. And it was that one specific sound, but it was like a remixed version of it, but as like a
Uh-huh.
song almost.
Uh-huh.
And I saw that was like trending. So when I posted it, I was already like, yeah, this is probably gonna do really well on my YouTube. Although my YouTube doesn't really do that well. Well, it does all right. It does all
Dude,
right.
man,
But
that's 30,000 is pretty good.
yeah, 30,000. I was really happy with that. I mean, I think before that, my most viewed short was like the chill guy meme. If
Yeah.
you've probably
Yeah.
seen the chill guy meme. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I've now topped that with the mochi thing or whatever, with the Goblin King,
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
think fit perfectly to the sound.
It
The
did.
sound fit perfectly.
Very good fit.
It was really good.
But I
Mhm.
wonder why you think it's just the fact that it's a trending sound?
I
You
think
think it
the
was
main
just
reason
the
as well
trending?
is like it was trending at the time as well.
So
Like
that's
on
what it is.
TikTok and YouTube, they were both yeah, but it did significantly better on YouTube. I think because with TikTok, I think memes and stuff have quite a short lifespan now, where it's like a week long, and like I don't know, it used to be like memes used to be like a month's long, and you'd like
Mhm.
you'd see them throughout the whole month, and now it's gotten to the point where people are like speed running memes are like trends or whatever. So when you post something like a week late, people are like, "Oh wow, you're so late to this," or I don't know.
You're so 2019. You're so 2020, bro.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's just been a week, and like I don't know. Whenever I'm scrolling on my TikTok, I think I'm always quite late to seeing things. Like I'll see it and I'm like, wow, this is really funny. I'm seeing it all over my TikTok for you page,
Mhm.
and like I'll show it to my friend. I'm like, look at this funny video, and they're like, bro, I saw that last week. I'm like, oh, okay then,
Okay, well,
fine.
you can
Yeah.
still do it. Somebody will still probably
Yeah, yeah.
like it.
Sometimes it's still worth it, especially when it comes to YouTube Shorts always being like a year behind somehow. I don't know. Sometimes you'll see things trending on YouTube that trended on TikTok like a year ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's so the two different like ecosystems are like there was one video I did and I was like, I'm pretty confident this will do well. And then
Mhm.
on TikTok, it's doing like pretty decently. And then on YouTube, it's like doing half of what that is. And then there's another
Yeah,
video that I'm like,
that would
okay,
do really good on YouTube and really like not as good on TikTok, or
well, no,
they'll kind of switch
I had the
depending.
same thought pattern. I was like, this one, I think this one would do pretty good. And then when I
Yeah.
put it up, it was the opposite. It did like kind of
Oh.
not minimum, but it did like not as good on TikTok and it did way better on YouTube. And I'm like,
Mhm.
there's no consistency, but I guess maybe that's good. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like TikTok can be quite inconsistent too. Like there'll be some shorts. Like I think that's the thing about posting short form is like you can put so much time into a short form, and it will only be like a 15-second long thing, but it could have taken
Mhm.
like a couple hours to make. If it's like an
Right.
edit or something like that, like you can put so much time into that, and like it just won't get recognized because TikTok's algorithm
Hmm.
is really bad. Yeah, TikTok's algorithm is just not great. It's I don't know. Whereas YouTube, I think it appreciates. I was gonna say. I don't know. I was gonna say YouTube Shorts appreciates higher quality content, but then again, I've seen quite a lot of low quality content on Shorts too. I think Instagram appreciates high quality content though.
I did a thing. I had this service called repurpose.io. It would take my videos from TikTok and it would or from YouTube, whatever, and it would just download them without the watermark and just repost them on Twitter
Insta-
and on Instagram. And I did that
Oh,
for
that's
30
cool. I didn't
days.
know
Like I
that.
had content that I hadn't posted on there and it was older, but it
I
was there.
think I noticed that when I was scrolling through my Instagram the other day. I think I did notice that like your videos were being posted on. I didn't know that you were using some sort of, I guess, thing
Some
that would
program.
download it for you and just repost it. I think that's useful. I mean, it saves a lot of
Well,
time. Just
it's
kind
definitely
of
useful
maybe.
and saves time. Instead of having to
Mhm,
download it or re-upload it or whatever, it does it all for you. Definitely a time save. It's $35 a month. You know what I mean? So that was like,
mhm. Oh, okay.
but but at the end of 30 days, like it didn't really gain much. Like you've seen, I'm sure you've seen
Mhm.
those videos where people are like, I posted shorts for 30 days and I, you know,
Yeah, I
exploded or
think I've
whatever, you
seen a
know what I
few of
mean?
those. Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
so I had kind of the same idea of like, okay, I'm gonna use this program. You know, I have 30 of them, you know, in the back that I haven't even I put them out on TikTok, but I hadn't put them on Instagram yet. And I was like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
just do like one a day. And it just didn't really pay off. I would say I've gotten
Oh,
more followers in the past 2 weeks since I stopped doing that than I did the whole 30 days of doing it, which was ridiculous. Like,
yeah. I think when it comes to Instagram, I feel like I don't know. Okay, well, yeah, I guess maybe content isn't as appreciated, but especially like Rec Room content, I don't see enough Rec Room content really being posted on Instagram. But then I think
yeah.
Instagram isn't really used as much for like watching shorts and stuff. It's mostly, I think, for posting photos or stuff. I don't know. I don't
Well,
really watch that much Instagram, like
yeah,
on
me
Reels or
either.
whatever.
I
Hmm.
pretty much stick to, for me, short form is TikTok, and then long form is
Yeah,
YouTube. And long form, at
yeah,
least for
hundred
me
percent.
recently, has really just been listening, not even watching. Like I'll be
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
driving
hundred
down the
percent.
road listening to something or playing some other video game and that I don't have to listen to and like listening to something like
Yeah,
so that's just the way I've been
yeah, yeah.
using it. Is your are your things
That's
similar?
that's it. Yeah, pretty much TikTok short form. I'll scroll for like maybe 30 minutes, depending. Just mainly trying to
I get
find
stuck in there for
videos.
2 hours. What are you talking about?
But then I do end up sometimes I will end up getting stuck just scrolling
Yeah.
endlessly. I don't like that though. I don't like to do that too much
Yeah.
because I want to have a good attention span. So like yeah, I'll mainly just scroll TikTok for like 30 minutes to an hour maybe, just trying to find some sort of content ideas or
Mhm.
just something. And then YouTube, I mean if I'm gonna go sleep, like it's always nice to have like some sort of YouTube video that you can like
Mhm.
listen to in the background or something. Just something that I don't know.
Is there anything that you can say that you've learned from doing your short form? A pattern maybe you've recognized or something like that? Or is it
Well,
still
when it
just
comes to
spaghetti at the
TikTok,
wall?
staying on top of trends definitely can help.
Okay.
If you're trying to get more views or whatever, that's the main thing. Being quick to the trends is that's the main thing. And
Gotcha.
then also if you're doing stuff like like a series or something like that, you always want to what's the I don't know what the word is for it, but like you don't want them to just instantly scroll past. You want something that can instantly stand out, and then it will
The visual
they'll
hook.
watch it. They won't just yeah hook. That's it. That's the word I was looking for.
Visual
That's the
hook.
one.
Gotcha.
Visual hook, even an audio hook. I think I'll see some video of some guy like swearing, and like because instantly it's I don't know,
Mhm.
it's so different. You kind of like watch it and see what it is about, kind of thing. I don't know.
Something grabs your
Yeah.
attention. The recent one I was talking about where I was like, I'm pretty sure this will do good. At the very
Mhm.
beginning is at the very beginning is basically uh a part of the video where there's a creepy looking clown with a bunch of guns pointed at his face, like people about to shoot him. And I was like,
Yeah.
in editing, I saw that as like B roll, and I was like, that's my opening shot. Because I know that if I open that and people scroll in and they see creepy clown with a bunch of guns pointed at him, I'm like, that people are gonna go, wait, hold on, what's happening here? So like
What's going on? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you either grab the attention. Well, yeah, you grab the attention by by making the watcher ask like, "What's going on? What is this? I need to watch more. What is this?"
how do you feel about the recent Rectober Halloween stuff that
Oh, I
Rec Room
loved
did?
it. I don't know how many people. I know you said you didn't really play it that much, but I really enjoyed it. I love the new paintball map. I love the new Bonky Hammer. I think people are upset about the whole screen mode thing I mentioned where they could just charge swing over and over again and just like fly through the map. Yesterday I was streaming, I was playing Rec Room and I turned on the modifier with low gravity and the hammer and I was just
Mhm.
charge swinging through the
Just
air, getting the flag,
flying.
coming back, and it took like 2 minutes to complete the round. It was really quick. Such a quick round. Didn't get killed or anything, just flying through the
Just
air, people
flying
didn't
around.
even notice.
But one thing that I did really like was when I went into the rec center and I saw the pumpkin smash run or whatever it was.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, the like where you're riding on the wolves.
For me, I was just like, wow, they added in so much, like such a big
Yeah, like a
extra
whole
area.
racetrack, like a whole.
Yeah, and I was like, I feel like that's what. Just leave that in. Like, I know it's a lot of extra
in the rec center, yeah.
but I was like, this is great. Like, there's a whole extra area we can explore, and I know there's probably a reason they don't have it. But I really liked that idea of just like, look at this whole. There was a house and there was a whole thing, and it was just a lot.
I think adding more like activities to the rec center could be really good because I know they tried and they had like baby building blocks at one point. It was so random. I don't know what their choices were behind that, but there's like the little building blocks that had like A, B, C, D, and like it just letters of the alphabet.
Okay.
It was. I mean, there was also tic tac toe and like, but I think some sort of outdoors like activity, like the disc golf thing. I think that still exists. Just small activities like that, but also at the same time, if they had some sort of racetrack that people could go around, I think that could be kind of cool. And obviously, if they make people pay tokens for it, I feel like, I mean, okay, people might not like that, but at the same time, like. Raccoon needs to find ways to monetize their game. It's a free game, they need to make money somehow.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about it, is that it has to something. There has to be microtransactions somewhere along the way because they have to make money. And like,
yeah.
As a very stingy person myself, I have to say, like, I don't like that, but I understand it. How do you feel about the graffiti stuff, the graffiti loot boxes?
Oh, I love gambling. Okay, wait. I like
keep that in.
Keep that. Yeah. So I love the idea of being able to. You open the box, you get a chance of the. It says like common spray box, and it's like common is like 90% of the time going to be there, or like 80%, and then like all the other rarities will show up below that, and like you still get a chance of an epic, but it tells you right there that it will be a common most of the time, but there's like a chance of the other ones.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about the other ones if they still keep the common rarity. I don't know. I really like the idea of the sprays too. I bought a few common boxes and I did get I think just a few rares. I didn't get any epics though. The cool thing is if you get a duplicate, like if you get a spray that you've already gotten, you will get a currency called paint, which you can then spend on the sprays directly in the store. So that's what the paint is. I was confused about that the other day because I like opened a box, I got 10 paint. I'm like, what is this even used for?
What is this?
Like, and I only got it once, and I was like, why am I not getting this ever again? And I'm like, I then found out that when you get a duplicate of a spray that you already own, you then get paint, and then you can save up that paint to get one of the really cool like epic sprays that cost like a few hundred, I think.
How would you feel if they did that with other things? Like, let's say,
I mean, I personally wouldn't mind, but at the same time, I know there'll be people that would get very upset about that kind of thing. So I wouldn't mind.
I guess they kind of do it, right? We have like star.
They kind of do it with the. Yeah, you have like a random 4-star box, and you'll guarantee a 4-star. You just don't know which one you're going to get. But...
Yeah, so you think it kind of already existed beforehand. But
I think though, if they were to do it with like between a 1-star and a 5-star box item, I think they would make the 5-star box like very unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 1% of the time.
I was thinking like I don't know, like Rec Rally buggy skins or like shotgun skins or something like that. Like you do the same deal except you just loot box it. But then it feels a little bit different. Like I'm not sure.
They could definitely do more skins, but then people not like the whole gambling aspect.
It's going to be like CSGO.
I mean, the game already provides free tokens. Roblox doesn't even have that, I'm pretty sure. They don't provide free Robux to people. You have to pay all the time. But, I mean, Rec Room at least gives you something for playing. You can earn tokens and then purchase whatever you want with those tokens as long as you save up.
Yeah.
So, not many games do that nowadays, unfortunately.
That's true. That's true. But anyway, so your content creation journey has been good so far? You've been...
Been good so far. It's crazy because I've technically only been going for about a year now, like just over a year now. It's like since I've been doing Rec Room content. So I think what started me doing Rec Room content originally was so there was a video contest last year, and the theme was short stories. So you had to make a short story of your own sort of, it had to be like an original short story of your own sort of idea. You could do anything. So me and a few of my friends, we set out and we made like a pirate themed short stories. We called it Tale of the Limbs. So it was basically a story of this this pirate who had full body, like they had full body, and they were on a ship with all these bean bodies, and the bean bodies were like fed up of him. They kicked him off the ship,
Oh, okay.
and there was like a whole mini short story we made on that. And winning that short stories contest is kind of what like made me want to make more Rec Room content. I was like, I already do because I did college. I took college and I did creative media, so that's all stuff to do with like filming, photography, animation, all that kind of
Man,
stuff.
what did you learn
So I was
there?
already it was mainly filmmaking. It was mainly to do with like actual filmmaking, like the
Like,
different
you went
kinds
to
of shots
college
you
for
can.
filmmaking?
Yeah.
Dude,
So in
that's
the
crazy.
UK, I'm from the UK. So college for the first 2 years is free. I had it from
Okay.
16 until I was 18. So yeah, I don't know. It's really good. I know that like I think in America you have to pay like crazy amount of money for college. I'm pretty sure. I don't
Yes.
know how it all works.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I will say I'm gonna cut this from a video. I have a degree in chemistry.
Mhm.
I am dollars in debt, and I
Oh,
don't think I'm
yes.
ever. That's why you hope that your content takes off and you just make an ass load of money and you can just pay. You get a brand
You
deal
never know,
with
man. You never know what's happening.
Meta, and then they pay you gobs of money, and then I don't know. Mr. Beast, you end up in a Mr. Beast collage.
Oh yeah. He gives you like $1 million just for being subscribed.
And you're like, okay, here's your money. Leave me alone.
So yeah, I went to college for filmmaking and all that stuff. So I already gained some knowledge from that, and I was like, "Oh, Rec Room feels kind of like perfect for that," because I don't really do much filming like IRL. I don't know. It's not really like I definitely want to do it, but I've not had the reason to. But I think with Rec Room, because I can kind of express myself through my Rec Room avatar and like move.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find filmmaking on Rec Room specifically really fun. Like I don't know, I can't really imagine doing it on any other sort of VR game like VR chat. I don't like VR chat. I really don't like VR chat.
VR chat has a reputation, okay?
It has a reputation. I love watching the videos of people trolling in VR chat. I'm not gonna lie, it's really funny. It's also very cringy too.
Well, what you're saying about filming in Rec Room, like, I kind of get it because it's like, imagine if you wanted to film a
Yeah,
car
okay.
chase scene.
You
In
need
real life, you need like a set, you need like the cars, you need all the stuff. And in here, you can just like, you can build it, you can pop it in, and it literally doesn't cost any money. So it's like,
exactly, yeah.
and maybe one day, if you did that in Rec Room well enough, somebody could see it and be like, okay, you kind of know what you're doing. You're implementing the tools in VR. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely can. I want to do more film-related things in Rec Room too, because obviously I'm doing mainly shorts. I've done the occasional, like short film. Like I've done like a couple of them.
I feel like
But
Voix
I
is
would
kind of
definitely like
doing
to do more.
like film type
Voix is
stuff.
doing a really good job of his. Yeah, I see a lot of his like it's like a skit. It's like a short film like on TikTok, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes long.
And I don't
it's really
understand
good.
how
They're
he's
really
successful at it. To be honest, not I can understand technically, but like, okay, when I think about watching like a short, like a
Mhm.
I'm like, if I scroll and in like the first couple seconds I'm not hooked, I'm gonna scroll, right? So when I'm watching some of his things that are like films, like
Mhm.
they might have like a slow start, which is understandable if you look at it from like a
Yeah.
film kind of perspective. But looking at it as like a short perspective, it doesn't make sense to me. But he's being successful at it, which is good, and I want to understand why it works. Like, is it just the audience that he's built, or is it like
it might just be it might be the audience, but
yeah, I mean, no
I think
shade. I
honestly
mean,
the
no
audience.
shade. I think it's awesome. I'm
But
curious
I
as
think
to
I
how
mean
it works.
it definitely depends on like the type of short film you're making. If you start off with a car chase scene or something like that, that can instantly draw the attention.
That'd be like a
of
visual
viewer.
hook, yeah.
A visual hook, yeah, because it's like you got car sounds, you've got like this intense, like yeah, it's very intense. So you can imagine people would view that. I guess it depends on what you make your content on. I think like if you're consistently making the same kind of content, people are gonna watch that over and over again. They're very used to it.
Right.
So that might be a
maybe
reason.
he just has an audience that understands. Oh, hey, this is a Voix video, and like I know what's coming up, and it's probably gonna pay off. So where did your name come from, other than the sweater?
Dude, okay, that's an interesting one. So originally, I used to go by the name Shirt Dude. I used to make like a lot of custom clothing items on Rec Room, like custom shirts and stuff. I used to draw some. I used to print some. Most of the time, it was printed, and like people would commission me to print them a shirt.
I wish
and I did that for like about a year, and it's difficult. It's the setup itself is difficult, but once you have it, it's like really easy to just consistently make shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
It can take a while though.
Mm.
Like I had shirts range
Like-
from 3 minutes to 12 hours. So I think the longest shirt I had printed was 8 hours, but then it crashed towards the end. I was like, nope, not even gonna try that. Which is fine. Like I don't mind too much because I'll usually just leave I'll just leave my PC on and then just do other things that I need to do. But yeah, that's where Shirt Dude. Oh no, okay, but there's the other. So the reason it was Shirt Dude specifically is because there was a guy named Shirt Guy, and he made a lot of custom clothing, and I was like, well, like I didn't know him too well, but at the same time, I guess I looked up to him in the way of like he was making like good money off of his shirts and stuff, and he was making some high quality stuff. So I'm like, I want to sort of be like that. So I named myself Shirt Dude. And then people start getting me and him mixed up.
Oh, of course.
And then he was like, "Hey, I know it, like, because at that point we already talked a bit and we kind of knew each other a bit." And he was like, "Hey, I noticed, people are starting to get us mixed up." And I'm like, "Yeah, me too. I'm noticing this too." And he's like, "Is there any way you can change your name?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll think about it." And around this time, I don't know if you know about it, but it's Rec Room had this thing where you could change your @name to like whatever you wanted it to be. If you were a video partner or like a content, a partnered creator. So if you had like the gold hoodie or whatever, or you were a video partner, you could request an @name that was taken. So a dude was taken.
Oh,
like years ago.
Didn't know that.
But yeah, Rec Room had this thing from like I don't know if it was like between 2022 and 2023. It stopped at the beginning of 2024, I believe, where you could request an @name that was taken but inactive. It had to be an inactive account that hadn't been on in like years, basically. So the original owner of @dude wasn't on for like 1,000 days or something like that. So I'm like, well, what if I just shorten it to Dude? I'm already, like people know me as Shirt Dude. So what if I just shorten it? And some people were like, well, no, people already know you as Shirt Dude. So I'm like, I don't know. I thought it'd be a better decision.
Close enough.
And I think in terms of like content and stuff, if I was just to be called on like Dude on everything, like I don't know. That's why I'm glad I changed it when I did, because I would have probably still been Shirt Dude, and I don't think I would have done content if I was still called that. I would have probably just carried on doing shirts, which I'm glad I've made that change, because that change alone probably made me want to move more towards content creation too.
Was shirts
so yeah, I requested
for you. Sorry.
Shirts used to be profitable. Yeah, I think they used to be, but ever since they released like UGC, I think that definitely made them less valuable. Like people didn't want them as much. People they weren't wanting them.
You want
much.
A full-blown cool jacket instead of a drawing of a jacket.
Yeah, exactly. Although I think the custom hoodies, I don't know if you've seen the custom hoodies. They're like the same thing as custom shirts, but it's a hoodie template instead.
It's a hoodie one, yeah.
I think those can be profitable. I've seen people make some quite high quality versions of those, and I think people like hoodies in general. Like I think people do enjoy wearing like hoodies in Rec Room, so they are good. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I requested that @name, Dude, at like I think it was like towards the end of December. So this was literally like a week before they removed the ability to change your @name. So I was very lucky to get it when I did.
That's cool.
If I didn't have that, like if oh my god,
if you were still
if I didn't have that username, my whole Rec Room career, as I guess you could call it, could have been entirely different. I could have just carried on just doing the custom shirts, maybe moving on to UGC. You never know. Like it could have been beneficial in a way. It could have moved me on to doing UGC.
So Rec Room's been trying to make these improvements. If Rec Room handed you the reins and was like, what would you do to our next move for improving things? What would you do?
Ooh, I mean, I think the first thing would be updating other Rec Room originals other than Paintball. Rec Royale and Blazer Tag. I think people want that, and I think I would also like that. But also, I think with Rec Royale, I think making a new map entirely for that could be really cool. And I had this idea, and I was talking to my friends about it, for if they were to make a new map for Laser Tag or Rec Royale, that if they included things from like Run the Block, the ability to like do parkour in Laser Tag while playing Laser Tag would be really cool.
That'd be
I think that would work.
Surely somebody could make, with the tools they have, like Run the Block PvP. Surely that could be made.
I think that might already be a thing that's doable, because you can clone Run the Block, and I think there is the ability for creators to do that. But I think if Rec Room made a really polished, well-made version of Run the Block, but like mixed, Run the Block Stunt Runner mixed with Laser Tag, I think that could work really well. The ability to like go on a grind rail and just like shoot. Oh, I pulled out the
just
party.
pop.
I think combining different Rec Room originals to get like what with Rec Room did with Make It to Midnight and Paintball, I think that works really well. Although
Rec
I know
Room
some people
original
complained about it being
remix.
exactly like even the Rec Royale map. If they were having like grind rails go around the Rec Royale map that people could go on, and
Give us
I don't know, yeah,
buggies.
like
Buggies in Rec Royale.
or buggies too. Yeah, true. I don't know. I think when I think of that stuff, I usually think of like with like Fortnite and what they've done. They have like grind rails around their
Yeah.
map, and I'm like, well, that kind of thing could work in Rec Royale if they were to do a season 2. Keep it in the Rec Royale like game. Keep it in. Don't make a separate game. Don't make it like a separate thing. But like make it a sub room that people can like choose to go to. Maybe make a Rec Royale lobby area. I don't know. I know Rec Royale doesn't really get as many players as it used to.
They could do like
But
Fortnite season 2 and like just giant black hole, suck up the map, destroy it.
that would honestly be cool if Rec Room did live events in the Rec Royale map. That would be really fun. That would actually be really funny.
I had thought of an idea, and I actually I sent it to one of the devs just to throw it out there. But it was like we have Roomy, we have this little AI companion that we can bring out at any time. And I was like, what if we could bring My Little Monsters out? What if we could bring our little monsters out? And then I was like,
I would love to do that.
You guys can sell cosmetics for the little monsters. You know what I mean? Like I think that might be another
100%. Oh my, 1,000,000%. Like I think Fortnite just recently they released
I heard
the
about
ability to do pets. There's like this little banana dog right now that people can have.
I don't know how many people are actually spending money in Rec Room, but I just think if people spend money on
the ability to pay tokens or have like the Rec Room Plus monthly subscription to get these pets or something like that. Like
that might encourage.
And then
people
obviously
to
you could maybe have the ability to bring over or like customize the pet to your liking in the way of like, I wouldn't say like directly bring it over from My Little Monsters, but obviously have the ability to name a brand new pet, and you can customize it whenever you want, wherever you want, or whatever.
Maybe you have one that's outside the game that you can bring around or something.
Because I think that's the thing about My Little Monsters. I think it would have been more successful if people were able to bring their monsters outside of the game. Because a lot of people said like when they saw My Little Monsters, they were like, "Oh, are we going to be able to bring these pets like outside?" And I think with the addition of Roomy, I think that's made it a lot more possible for them to do that.
If you had advice for your younger self before you started all of this, if you were talking to Shirt Dude, what would you tell Shirt Dude? What advice would you give him?
I mean, I think honestly, going further back than Shirt, like going back to when I was like, I'm not gonna say my old username, but like, back sort of like 2020, I wish I sort of carried on with Rec Room back then because the game was a lot more like successful back then. I think if I just did content back then, I don't know. I feel like it would have been so much better. Like in terms of like making money as well as like growth enjoyability of making it too, and the growth and everything like that. Yeah, like I think I just wish I locked in
earlier.
I think 2020 because of COVID, like that made I don't know. I just if I
it made everybody stay at home.
Like exactly, everyone was at home. Everyone was getting a VR for Christmas. That was like the perfect time to do it. So I just wish I did it like sooner. I think that's about it.
You have MakerPen. We always have the guest add an invention to the very, very crowded invention wall. Well, dude, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate you coming on.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Where can all the people find you? All the places.
So on all socials, well, not all socials, but Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, you can find me at Dude Rec Room. So DUDERECROOM, Dude Rec Room.
Easy, all of it together.
Easy to remember.
We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye-bye.